All right, we should be coming on soon to all the live channels, especially Logie creators. Make sure we're live. We're always late in fashion, so we can go 9 minutes overtime. All right, let me see how everything looks on Logie. It might take a moment to start up, but we got the Logie group right here. All right, we're live in the Logie group. There we go. Let me mute this audio here. All right, I see people in our chat. Hello, everyone. All right, great. We are live. So we got three people. We got Facebook users. And that's Brianna, and also we got the link to EVMux so that you can give access to Facebook so that your name shows up. Patty's here. Hey, there was a lot of people in our call earlier, so I'm not sure if Patty was in it, but I haven't seen you in a minute, Patty. But I'm probably sure you were in the early call. I just didn't see you because there are so many people. Hopefully, you guys are all doing good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have Eileen Smith joining me here today. We got lots of purple hearts from Patty. How's everything going for you, Eileen? How's everything?
Things are going good. I did see a bit of an uptick.
Ooh,
And
nice.
so, yeah, what I need to do is make more videos, more videos, more videos.
More videos, more content, but that is our ultimate secret weapon is influencer program with Shoppo videos. By far, that is the easiest way I found to make money, especially because I don't have a really big following outside of anywhere, really.
It's growing, and I see Fat Foz is there with his wonderful emoji graphics.
So Patty was in there earlier. Maybe we should do a little quick recap so Patty can get a little insight. We can't spend too much time on it, right? We can give him a little teaser about what we talked about. I got some Oh, you have notes, Eileen. Maybe I'll let you share a little bit of
I
that.
do the
So
notes. I do
so
notes. So one of the great topics of conversation that we had in our earlier call, for those that missed it, and even for those who have more to say, was about the creator connections. Creator connections. So we want first make sure that you are getting those emails from the creator connections. Make sure that you have signed in if it's been offered to you. Doesn't get offered to everyone, but if you have questions about that, let us know and we'll make suggestions. But yeah, the creator connections is a way to double, triple,
triple,
and
quadruple.
possibly quadruple dip on your commissions. and yeah, so let me answer this question that popped up here from Facebook user who is Andrew. Andrew, you haven't. How do you go about getting permission to post within a private group? I have a group with over 16,000. It's only private to prevent scammers from getting in and spamming the group. Just curious. What do you mean going if as long as you are the admin, not moderator, admin of a group, you can go live in that group. You can do it on your phone. You don't have to use software like we're using EVMux.
I
But
think
it could be because you cleared your cache and that's why it's showing up as Facebook user Andrew. So just go to evmux.com/FB. That's capital FB. And yeah, I try not to clear my cache. Sometimes people will say, well, you need to clear your cache. That's why it's not working. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's not going to happen. No, I've done it. I did it a few times just because whatever it was so mission critical. And it seemed like it never works for me. So, anyway, back to the creator connection. So, that was what a lot of our conversation was about. So, if anybody has questions about that or wants to share some of their experience or feedback about creator connections, feel free to do so. Otherwise, let us
Yep.
know how you're making out with their holiday sales.
Yeah. Well, before we get into that, I just want to remind people that this is the Logie focus call, but we also want to focus on other opportunities too. Because normally when Ehud's here, he focuses really on all the features that Logie has, and it's just like there's so much time to talk about. Well, there's so much features that we spent all the time talking about that. So Ehud would not be joining us today, but he will be back probably next week. So I'm excited to see him back again because he's working on a lot of great things and he's going to share us and give us insights on it. But today we can kind of wrap things around just generally how Logie is doing, how well you're doing on Logie. If you have any specific questions on Logie and how to optimize Logie. And of course, because we're trying to optimize all of our income, that includes on how to maximize other potential avenues of income, such as creator connection, because that's kind of like, in a way, it's similar to Logi, but you can also use it with Logi. So we don't want you to limit your opportunities to make money. Um, so yeah, we can definitely talk about all these options to make money, right, Eileen?
Yes, actually, Andrew clarified because I misunderstood this question earlier. He was referring posting Amazon links in
Ah,
groups without violating policy. Well, I don't know how you can do that in a private group. I mean,
Logi.
well, you can post your Logie links. You can post your Logie links. Now, here's the thing with when you're posting Logie links, you can't post individual product links. You're going to post your collection links and like any links that you find when you go to your Go Shopping page, but you can't post individual product links. But you could put together a collection.
Yep, there's a ways around it, right? You can do collections, like you said, with just a few items or just two items, or you can make a blog post. I'm sure, Andrew is very capable of making blog posts on a WordPress website, for example, and adding even more value than just a link to the Amazon product, although it's not as direct. Another way to do it is with some deep link software such as Genius Link or URL Genius. They offer a landing page in between, similar to what Logi does, but it's more directly for the product. So it's like you click on a deep link page, a deep link that goes to a landing page that will directly go to your Amazon page. So then that's approved with Amazon, provided that you disclose that this link is going to take you to Amazon and you disclose all your deep linking resources with Amazon. Yeah.
And I want to say hi to Teresa. Teresa Whiteside. I think I've seen your name pop up before, but Teresa, in order
I miss your audio cut off. Uh, while she's getting her audio back on, I do want to say, Andrew, there's one more thing about posting in private group is that some influencers got grandfathered in or get privately invited to post links in private groups, and that happens when you're in a particular niche or you just generate so much sales or just Amazon really likes you. And there are exceptions to the rules, and basically the way it happens is during those situations you have a private specific rep that understands you, knows you, and gets access to that private group and then monitors from within. So it takes a lot of work for them to do that. And obviously, they only let certain people do it because they have to be in a group and watch what you do. So, yeah. So those are the options that you can post links in the group. Cool. And then, Eileen, you were just talking about Teresa. Is your audio back yet? You're still working on that. You
Yeah,
can.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I opened when I clicked on Teresa's, then it opened a tab, and that's why we got the double audio. Sorry about that. So I muted the Facebook tab so I could have it open. And I see there's a lot of users, not just Teresa, who have not gone to evmux.com/FB. And that's what I wanted to type in the chat so that we can see your names inside of the console. Otherwise, I have to do this awkward thing that I'm doing, which is have a Facebook tab open and it's confusing people. So, anyway, Teresa asked, if I'm accepted to Creator Connections, can I note links to previous content on Amazon storefront or other social media, or do I need to post the content on new platforms and identify those new links in the grant? We talked about that for about 20 minutes in the other. And the answer, which I believe it's Danielle who responded, I'm not 100% sure because I just see Facebook user. Yes, you don't have to create new content if you already have existing content,
Yeah,
even if it's on Amazon.
and we also talked about if you wanted to, it's nice for the brand to see that you have some new content, and creating an idea list and dropping that product in an idea list is an easy way to create content for them, and it takes just a second because it literally is just an idea list, and you require 2 items per idea list. But if you already have an idea list, you can just add that item in there and give them a little extra something to look forward to because it is a new promotion for them. There was a question on how to get paid for Creator Connection. Yes, Creator Connection is a hot topic. Yeah, so create the I didn't know this either. I got paid a pretty good amount. I was just checking earlier, and it was like 13,000 in the last few months. So it's doing pretty well for me. And I was like, where does this come in? So apparently, and I can't know for sure because I just learned this a few minutes ago. Apparently, it breaks up into 2 parts of it. One part goes into your offsite commission, offsite store ID as an extra line item in terms of commissions. It'll show up there if your commissions are coming from offsite. If they're coming from onsite, you can't really separate it out. It all gets interweaved into all your other commissions. Um, Shaba, yes, we can see your name now. Yep. So, and if you guys want to read more about that thread, or you want to actually ask questions, I'm actually being invited to provide feedback to the senior product manager of Creator Connection, and I posted a link in my private group where if you want to, you can go to utechpia.com/cc. That's C as in credit. Creator Connection, CC. So that's where we are putting together a list of questions, and some people are actually answering the questions already because they already have experience. So that's a really cool thread to talk about that. And the reason why we're just bringing this kind of outside this Facebook group of Logie is because Logie is more focused on Logie things, and so that's why I created that poll in my private group. So if you want, you can go there and put your questions, and hopefully you'll get answers from other members using CC already. But if not, then I will relay your question personally to the senior product manager at Amazon because they're actually looking to improve that program and they're reaching out to me for feedback. So Andrew had a comment, right? He said, David, did it show as a bonus and you're earning for on-site, or was it calculated into the regular commission for the items? Yeah, so it does not show up as a bonus for on-site. I don't know where it shows up. I just heard about that it's get lumped in, so I don't know where it even shows up. Does it even show up as commission income on the individual item? I guess that makes sense. That's where it probably will show up. I just didn't look too detailed into it, and maybe we can get some confirmation on that once more people start using CC Creative Connections. Facebook user says, I'm currently at $118.50 on CC. Nice little extra 7 out of 10 campaigns earning. Perfect. Yeah. And my little tip on that is you can actually sign up for multiple campaigns. And as long as you're providing some content for each campaign, I don't see the harm in it. I actually, when I say multiple, that's downplaying it. I actually signed up for a huge amount of them, because I have a lot of the products already, and some of them, even if I don't have the product and I like the product, I'll just create a blog post for them real quick and then sign up for it anyway. Because if you don't sign up for it, you're leaving money on the table because it's just extra high percentage of commission. Um, Otherwise, you would not get it. Yeah. So I signed up for quite a bit of them. So every morning I spend time to look for things I like or things I already have, and I sign up for it. And there's new offers all the time, so it's good to look into it. Um, Eileen, I think Eric had a question, right?
Oh, I was going to go to a
Oh,
different question, but
okay, go ahead. Go for it. Go for it. We'll get to
San-
Eric's question. Yeah.
Sandra asked, made a statement. She didn't actually ask a question. Well, yes, she did ask a question, but I don't answer her question. Sandra says she uploaded her first Logie shoppable video to Amazon. Once Amazon approves it, fingers crossed, is that all I need to do besides waiting for sales? And before I answer your question, Sandra, well, no, your question is easy. Yeah, that's all you need to do. But uh, here's what I was going to ask, and anybody can weigh in on this. I noticed, and I don't know if it's because of the number of videos that I have had approved, that my videos are being approved within, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. Like the video, I shouldn't say it's been approved. It
It shows up in your
appears,
storefront.
it shows up on the storefront. It'll still say in review on the back end, but it doesn't have that holding period. Now, it just so happens that when I noticed it was when I did my 100th video. Yay, which is a lot for me. So, yay, can I get a shout out? Yay. I know some of y'all got thousands of videos or like 100 videos. But anyway, so I don't know if there is a level of approved videos before they start doing this, because otherwise, like Sandra said, you have to wait for it to come out of review. And then, even after it comes out of review, then it stays at, you're still at zero for like 2 days before it could even be considered to be on the product page. It doesn't automatically appear on the product page, right? So, can anybody else confirm? Like, is this something new that just started happening? It was a coincidence that it just happened to be on my 100th video. What do you think, David?
Yeah, it's something new. I don't think it's a coincidence that it happened with your 100 videos, but I think it's new. And it kind of makes sense because you're posting it just like you're posting a Shopify video or just like you're posting an idea list. It just shows up right away as a Shopify photo, but it doesn't go on a product page until it's reviewed.
Okay, so Sandra, what you may want to do, or anyone who hasn't noticed this yet, is always just go to your storefront and see if the video's there. Give it a little, it's not immediate, it's not instant. For me, it took like 20 minutes, maybe an hour. I came back. I went and did something. I came back and was looking at something else on my storefront. And I'm like, hey, the video's there. And so then I saw a couple of other people posting about it. So then I said, okay, it's not just me. And yeah, so that, I think that's a good thing because it just, especially gets you quicker to show up on the product page if you actually are going to get on a product page. It eliminates one step. And I think that makes sense, especially they've already vetted you with your 3 videos that they use to approve you for on site. And, you know, if they're going to reject you, they can reject you. Your video could have been up for months and they decide to reject you. So I don't
Yep.
know. I don't know why they were making us wait before, but so they are working on improving that process. And it's funny because just speaking of that, having a video rejected, I had a video that was up, had to be for 8 months. And all of a sudden, I don't even know how I noticed it. That the video, oh, I was just going through all my videos just to see like the view counts, and I just scroll through them since I only have 100, only in air quotes. It's easier for me. It doesn't take that much time. And I was like, what? Rejected? That video's been live. I never sold anything from it. But And that's how I noticed. And so I guess depending upon how many videos you have and how much time you have on your hand, I think it's a good idea to go through every now and then just to see if they haven't kicked one of your videos out.
Yep, there's a lot of comments on here, so let's see if we can get a couple of these. I'll hammer out the easy ones I got answers to. So Eric asked, "Are you having good success, partially, specifically with no on in-hand product blog posts?" Uh, Still not really. Maybe like 1% of the sales, or maybe half a percent of the sales come from the blog post. It's not convincing enough, and also I'm not driving too much traffic to my blog, but I did create a lot of blog. So, and my blogs are lower quality. They're kind of using AI to generate the blog, so I wouldn't even really say that it's much effort put into it. So yeah, so Shopify videos is still my main form of content creation and biggest revenue generator for Logie, for Amazon commissions, for Creator Connection, for everything. And Somebody asked, for creator connection, how do you utilize idealists to qualify as creating content? That was a tip that Danielle gave us earlier today. She does that, and she just creates an idealist and shares the idealist as is it off? What option did she pick? I forgot. Under the creator connection, I can go to it, but it's one of those options that you find fit for it. Just go ahead and put it there, whether it's a social media offsite or whatever. Just it's content. So um, as as long as we post something there, I think it's good for the brand to see that we are actively promoting content, and I think that's all they really care for. So if at the very minimum, put an ideal list, or just better if you already create a Shopify video, we use that. Or if you're like me, I just create a blog post because sometimes I don't have the items in hand. I just write a quick blog about it and I share that, and for creator connection.
Can I ask you a quick question, David?
Sure.
What AI are you using to create the blog posts? Because you said they weren't all that great.
Yeah, it's GPT.
The 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5.
Okay, the free
Yeah.
one.
But yeah, well, I pay for it because I use API access. API access is not allowed on 4.0 yet.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
So I
Okay.
have an automation
Hmm.
that grabs the ASIN and goes to Amazon, scrapes the Amazon page, creates the blog post, creates and saves it and titles it, and puts my affiliate link on it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it uses ChatGPT 3.5, so it's not the best writing out there.
And Shaba says, do you add affiliate link to your blog posts?
Of course. 100%. I mean, that's the whole reason why I have a blog post. So I use offsite affiliate to try to grow that offsite commission, which Amazon really likes, and also it has a higher commission, and also it has a much higher precedence on sticking. If any traffic you bring from offsite to Amazon will not get overwritten, even if they watch 100 other on-site Shoppo videos, you still get the checkout for it. And I think it varies even broader in terms of category. I've seen people check out and I get the whole shopping cart in my commission. Versus Shoppo videos, I think they might have different category limitation, so it's not as broad. But all I know is Amazon highly, 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 highly appreciates offsite traffic. So yes, definitely use offsite links to bring people onto Amazon using affiliate links.
And I just want to remind folks, because I see a lot of Facebook users coming through in the EVMux console. Excuse me. If you could go to evmux.com/FB, capital FB, please, so we can see your names. But I did see a question about Pinterest.
Pinterest. Okay, go ahead and answer that, and then I'll answer Shaba's question afterwards.
Yes, you can post when you say Logie links on Pinterest. Remember, when you're sharing a Logie from your Go Shopping page, you cannot share a specific product link. You can only share your collections or the different pages on your Go Shopping page, such as Let me pull mines up real quick because off the top of my head, I can't remember what they are. You've got your content page, you've got products page, you've got collections page, and then even when you go to your content page, you can also you have a special link for nope, sorry, not the content page. On your collections page is you where you have a special link for each of your collections and you can customize the look of that link. Sure, you can shop it, share it on Pinterest. Yep.
Awesome. Let me go. Oh, yeah, and that was this question here. Thank you for answering that. Let me go ahead and answer Shava's question over here about can you repeat the process? So, if you're asking about it, it's probably it's probably maybe well, okay, let me just repeat the process. So basically what it does is I have a plugin and there's a lot of plugins out there. You can set up one and I would say this is not for someone that is not into technical details. I would say if you're going to go down this route, you should you should have a very strong technical background, or you want to tinker with this stuff for days, or you want to hire someone to do it. And let me top that all off is that I barely make any sales through this method. All right. But to answer your question, the process is there's a plugin on my WordPress website and I can give it a category and it will pick random asins in that category, or I can give it specific asins. Like if there's a Creator Connect asin, I'll grab the asin, I'll put it into my plugin. It will then go to that Amazon page with that ASIN, scrape that Amazon page, like read it, and then basically run a ChatGPT command, rewrite a review or rewrite a summary of this product. Here is the content, right? So it takes that in as input and it uses ChatGPT to write a blog post based on that input. And all links in that post uses the form factor where it will use my tracking ID. So if you don't know, you can generate an affiliate link without using SiteStripe. It's a specific form factor that includes the Amazon.com slash the ASIN, and then there's a question mark slash store ID, or some kind of little link right there. If you go to my website, you'll see it. But it's a default format that you can put that will automatically tag all the links to your offsite store ID. So it makes that blog post. And that's how it works. So basically, it scrapes Amazon's page and creates a blog post for me and puts my store ID. It sounds easier than it is because to get that to be automated, it's a lot of tinkering. You can manually create a post like that easier than to automate it because I automated it. It does it every 5 minutes and it picks random asins and it creates a post. It picks a random asin, creates a post. So it keeps doing that. So I have a ton of posts on my website. Maybe at this point, Google might consider my website just a spam content and not even crawl it. I don't know. And again, to remind you, I make very, 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 very extremely minuscule small amount of money from this by far. Like this is like less than 0.1% of my commission. So I would not recommend this at all. But since you're asking, I just shared it. So where is the live? This live is on Logie Facebook group. This is also on Only Influencer group. It's also on Influencer Unite group. It's also on my YouTube. So, and we wanted to stream on Eileen's channel too, but we couldn't figure that out in time. Maybe next time we'll do that.
Nadine, you may need to refresh the page because you left a comment on the live.
Yeah.
So you may just need to, maybe you don't see it up above. So maybe if you refresh the page, you'll see it. It just all depends upon where you are because I don't know which group that you're actually posting from. And follow up then about the shoppable photos. And you were wondering if it's okay to share them on Pinterest. Yes, it is. But like I said, from your Logie page, you can't post, there is no link to an actual shoppable photo. But if you're asking if you can do that from your Amazon to Pinterest, Yep, shoppable videos, product links, any of that good stuff you can share on Pinterest.
Just
But don't
remember to
forget your
put,
disclaimers.
yeah,
You got my
disclaimers. And also let Amazon know your Pinterest handle directly, direct link to your Pinterest handle. So it's disclosed, right? Disclose two ways. Disclose that it's a uh, um, Amazon affiliate link, and also disclose that it is one of your site to Amazon, so that Amazon knows that you're posting there. Actually, there's actually a third disclosure, and that if you got the product for free or you're working on a brand deal, the FTC requires that disclosure too, which not everyone is doing. It's just because it's, yeah, but just a reminder, you gotta disclose all three. All right. Let me see. Dropping down. Yeah, that's what I do, and I have success for that Pinterest. Good. Excellent. Nadine says, yes, I'm in the live, but it shows there are two people on influencer video.
That's us. We're the two people.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
Yes.
so it's not like Zoom where you get to see all the participants, Nadine. You're only seeing David and me. I'm Eileen. Hi. Yep. But all the comments are coming in from different groups, Nadine. So that could depend upon what group you're in. That may be what you're confused about.
Okay. Thank you. I've heard conflicting things about it. So, who is Facebook user? And what kind of conflicting things have you heard about this? And what
Well,
topic are we on?
it's Christine Love at her, and I believe that was the confusing thing because I'm still kind of confused about Pinterest myself. Um, it's not straightforward how you're supposed to do things on Pinterest, to be honest with you. And I even emailed Pinterest support, and I'm still not clear. But the bottom line is, it's absolutely fine to share your links on Pinterest. The best way to do it or to optimize that is the part that I'm not clear on. Because to be honest, if you're on your mobile device and you post something on Pinterest, okay, let's just talk about one product. You can tag that product on Pinterest and it'll put a little tag and like a little image there on top, like an overlay on your image, and people can, or a video. In my case, it was mostly videos, and people can click that, and it'll open Amazon. However, it opens it. It's not a deep link. It opens it up on the Amazon website on mobile. Okay, so I don't know that that was the optimal way to do it. But if you do it the other way around, you don't tag the product. You just put the link in at the part where you can put your links in. It's still going to do the same thing. It's still not a deep link on Pinterest if the person, the consumer on Pinterest is on mobile. And I think most people on Pinterest are on mobile. So there's a downside of doing. I don't know. There's some people that are going to say, I'm crushing it on Pinterest. Good for you. I don't know how you do it, but if I ever figure it out, I will definitely share it with you guys. But the fact that there's no deep linking, I guess if you have URL Genius or Genius Links, maybe that helps.
Yep. And I think Logie Shops is deep linking too, but again, you can't direct them to a specific product. So maybe that's an enhancement that we can get Logie to give for us, because that would be fantastic if I can drop them to a page that says, "Hey, click here to continue going to Amazon for the product that you were looking at," or something like that. That would be basically URL Genius or link Genius for with Logie, right? For free, because we want to use Logie, we want to support Logie, and because Logie is free, it's awesome. Um, I think we have one more comment right here from Andrew. Andrew says, "Yes, you must at minimum state AD or sponsored, etc. And for free products, additional commission or paid content by Yes, FTC regulation. Let them know that you are either giving a product for free or you are being paid to create content, because we always have an inherent bias opinion no matter what. Even if you want to be honest, you know in the back of your head that if you say bad things, this brand is not going to want to work with you anymore, right? Or you might be on a blacklist from all brands because they all talk to each other, right? So there's always inherent bias. So that's why the FTC requires us to disclose it.
Yeah,
Question.
and the inherent bias, as far as I'm concerned, is yeah, I probably wouldn't be talking about this product if it wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
I might love it, but I probably wouldn't even be sharing this product with you if I wasn't going to make some money off of it.
It's true. It's true. A blog or embedded links is likely the best way to direct from Pinterest back to your deep link. Yeah, yep. And then just wrapping all this around, there's a lot of ways to make money. Like Eileen said, there are people that are nailing it with Pinterest. And I just want to just remind people that I don't know about you guys, but I don't have a big following anywhere. I mean, unless you consider 20,000 subscriber on YouTube somewhat big. But yeah, I don't really have like a direct audience to sell to anyway, because on YouTube I used to talk about tech, but on Amazon I like to promote all kind of products. So even on my 20,000, maybe 30,000 subscriber on YouTube, I feel like I'm not really reaching out to them directly anyway. And same with like these other big influencers on Pinterest. They have to have a really big following, or they really have to understand the Pinterest algorithm to really get their content to rank up high. But what I will tell you is that Logie is working really well for me, and the same way with Amazon shoppable videos. Like by far, I'm making the most money from Amazon shoppable videos, and that's like the ultimate secret. Like I don't know how else to say it. Like I see people spend a lot of time making Pinterest, making YouTube, making blog posts, and that's great because you're exploring ultimate alternative sources of traffic to Amazon. Amazon's gonna love you for that. But don't forget that if you have the ability to make shoppable video, that is your ultimate power. That is taking advantage of Amazon's like untapped, unlimited traffic to these product pages. And not only that, but when people are on the Amazon product page, they're already like ready to buy. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to do any more convincing than the small last bit to just confirm that little detail of the product that they're just kind of on the edge. Like, should I really buy this? Can I just watch one more positive comment, one more positive video before I pull the trigger? So that's why Shopify videos convert so well, because you're kind of touching the people at the last touch point before they buy, and you get this untapped traffic, versus if you're trying to promote on any other social media, you're gonna have to generate your own traffic, and that's hard too. So just a
I,
reminder.
I'm sorry, I have to address something. I had to come back over to the Facebook tab to see
Yep.
that it was Stephen. Stephen, I apologize. We are not ignoring your comment about Logie commissions. Basically, David and I don't have all the answers. Unfortunately,
I didn't even see the comment. I didn't even see the question.
Ehud is not able to join us today. And so hopefully we'll get more feedback from him in the maybe next week. I'm not sure.
What was the question? Did
Um,
he ask it again here?
wait, hang on. I have to go back and forth.
Did you ask
Uh,
it here, Steve, or did you just assume that we were gonna
no,
answer it because
he
you asked
asked
it
it.
in Facebook?
He
Oh,
asked it.
yes.
Has the subject of commissions not being correct on Logie?
I would say yes. It's buggy. But also, I don't know about you guys. Honestly, I haven't logged into Logi in the last 9 days because I usually log into Logi every time we have these calls, and I did. I think we skipped last week, so I didn't even log into Logi. I'm so bad because I'm on autopilot. I only create content. I don't really look at my commission, unlike some people that look at it every day. I just look at it whenever I have time. So I haven't even logged into Logi in the last 9 days, which is really, 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 really extremely bad, because you need to log into Logi every other day or so that the plugin can actually fetch your data. So if you haven't logged into it in a long time, or right now, if you think there's something wrong with your commission, Steven, what you should do is you open up Logi, click on the little plugin, and go down to that icon, and make sure that you have the green lightning bolt right on the plugin. Do you know what I'm talking about? Go to that green lightning bolt and let me know what it says for you. Does it say that the let me see, mine says right now last report sent 9 days ago for me. And that's terrible because that means all the data is not updated until the last 9 days plus some because it's been a while since I logged in. But if your report says last sent maybe like 2 or 3 hours ago and you're still not seeing update commissions, then yeah, there's probably a problem with the commissions being updated. I would say let's make sure you contact support on that and let them know in terms of us giving you feedback on if there's a current uh s- outage. We don't have any insight in that because that's kind of on the back end with Ahud. But what I can tell you is that I haven't been logging in, and that's why my commission is not showing. Um, Steve, do you have a follow-up question that that you have? Did that kind of answer your question, or you're more specific on like statement commissions not showing up? Because I want to make sure I try to answer. Mine is glitchy, says Facebook users. Um, wonder if that's Steve, but
No,
oh,
no,
that's
no,
that's
that's
Brianna.
Brianna. That's Brianna.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's been glitchy too. Um, I think in the beginning of November to like the last of November, like my commission stayed stuck at like $1,200, and that was only for like the first few days or first week of November, and it hasn't updated until like the last day it updated. So yes, it's glitchy. Um, and I'm gonna have my fingers crossed because I trust Ahud, that all the commissions are gonna be paid for. Like I know a lot of people are really on the edge when like Amazon misses one day, or they they feel like okay, so this Logie's not paying me out. Maybe they missed this and that. To be honest, maybe some of that stuff happens, but I don't even burden myself too much with that because I take all this money as thank you for just sending me all this opportunity. And if they miss one day, it's okay. Like I work with an agency where I do a ton of live stream for them, and I don't even keep track of the live streams I do because I do so many. And and sometimes I rack in a lot of money per live stream. Like we're talking about $5,000 per live stream on a Black Friday event, and they forget to pay me, and I don't even know. And then 3 months later, they're like, "Oh, David, I'm so sorry. We forgot to put this deposit into your account. We're gonna put it in this month." I'm like, "Great, thank you so much." Right? And I guess the point of my story is like, yes, you can be burdened, you can be very diligent and check all that, and at the same time, you still won't get all the details. So it's hard to really just let it go, but I don't let it bother too much. So that's why when people ask about Logie commissions showing up, it's like it's not a big deal for me because I trust that all of it's going to be worked out in the back end. If they miss the payment now, they may be in a glitch and then they'll catch up and they'll pay out. Of course, there might be problems, and maybe it's good that we have some people vocalize and speak up and let AHIL know and all this. But yeah, I can't answer your question. And to be honest, it's not that important to me, which is why I I didn't dig deep into it and ask Aha about it. Hopefully that answers will sit well with you. But let's make sure that Ahud knows that there is some glitches with the commissions. So I think there's already a post in the community where people are talking about commissions, right? So is the question really about commissions, or is the question about statement balance? Because that's two different things, right? Because you'll get your commission show up, and then the statement doesn't show up until like 60 days later. So I want to make sure I address your question specifically. Um,
Yeah, and I think Stephen left, but
ah,
honestly, you all, these questions fly by, and I know I keep putting in the evmux.fb in the chat, and some people still, I don't know why, they just won't go over there and click on that so we can see your name. That helps us so that we know who we're talking to, and so that we can keep track of, did we answer this person's question? Did we not answer that person? So I didn't even see Steven's question. There, good. I see I'm still here, but it still says Facebook user. So if you could please just go to evmux.com/FB, that's capital FB, and just give permission. And then that way it's easier for us to keep track of whose question we're answering, who we're talking to, so I don't have to go back and forth between tabs because that's how I found out it was you, Stephen. So we're doing the
Oh,
best we can, and hopefully you guys appreciate that.
yep. And so, Steven, was your question about statements
Oh, no, it
going
was
to your bank
Brianna. I'm
account?
sorry. That was Brianna. It wasn't Stephen that said I'm still here. That was Brianna. See?
Ah,
See? I thought it was Stephen. Put the link here. I did. I just put it there, but I will put it there again. No problem.
yeah. We should also put the
evmux.com.
link on the banner too.
Yep.
Sure. Let me put it in the sample banner. So, what is the link? Can you private message me? Oh, there.
Okay,
Thank
did
you.
it work?
You got it.
Yes, Brianna. Yes.
Yeah. See that
There
link
you
right there.
go.
I put it too. I put it both places
Yep.
in the
Yes,
that link.
Brianna, I can see your name now. Yay! Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh,
It's
look
just
how pretty that is. Oh,
honestly,
she's got her family and everything. And
yeah, honestly,
a dog too.
that is a Facebook thing. That's another, when you're dealing with tech, there's so many ways things can break down. But because this is a private group, Facebook demands it. And it doesn't matter if we were using EVMUG, StreamYard, Ecamm Live, whatever, it's not going to show you until you give permission because this is a private group. Now, if we were on a page, you wouldn't have to give permission. But yep, so there you go. Patty, thank you so much. David, please put Patty's comment up. You guys are super great. I appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you, Patty. We appreciate you too.
Let me message Steve. He left. Hi, Steve.
Yeah.
Real quick. Hi,
Yeah.
Steve.
So while you're
We
doing
just
that,
got to your message.
let's
Are you
see.
still?
What is does anybody else? Oh, Barb, hey, we must have to sign into EVMux each time as it did not show my previous post. Well, thank you, Barb. I don't think you have to do it every time, or it could be if you're a person who clears their cache, because Andrew earlier said it must be a clear cache thing. But I definitely didn't have to do it again today. So I don't know what it is. It's Facebook. Come on, y'all. Y'all want me to explain Facebook? That's worse than trying to explain Amazon. Uh, and Eric gave us a nice compliment too. But thank you, Barbara. Thank you for, going through, jumping through the hoops that have to be jumped through in order to get your name and your profile pic to show up. And Eric says, yes, you both do a great and so much for the community. Oh, thank you, Eric. Barb says, I have to each time. Yeah. And it could be something that's going on between your browser and Facebook that clears it out. I don't know. So I'm on a Mac. I'm pretty sure you're on a PC. So that could have something to do with it. Who knows?
Yep. And I guess so. Steve is I couldn't reach him, but Steve, if you're watching this on a recording, so just really quick, just recap. So if it's statement that you're asking for, statements seem like they're working properly. I received my September statement on December 5th. My October and my November statements are still open and pending because it's a 60-day delay before those go into my bank account. If you're asking about the little widget on the left hand of Logie that pops up when you log in that says commissions, yeah, that is glitchy, especially for November. Like it wasn't updating for me in November for a while. I don't worry too much about it because I know that Logie in the back end will recalculate if they don't calculate it right. And I just use that as guidance anyway. And if it doesn't show up, then it's like I'm blind. I'm gonna make even more videos because I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna make more videos, more videos. So, and then it did finally update for me late November, and right now it's messed up for me again, and this is my fault because I haven't logged into Logie. So that goes back to the last point: is that if you don't log into Logie continuously, the plugin won't have a way to work. You have to log into Logie, and you have to have your plugin working, and you have to go up to your plugin and click on it, and make sure you have the green lightning bolt that says just a green lightning bolt. And if it's not green, hover over it, and it will say when it was the last time your report was sent to Logie. And if it hasn't been sent in 9 days, it's most likely your fault because that means you probably didn't open the Logie extension. If it tells you a reason why, for example, you're not logged into your Amazon account or it doesn't have access to your Amazon, then that's kind of a extension issue, and you may want to contact support for that. But you can kind of troubleshoot that. So hopefully that addresses all the possible scenarios because we don't have feedback from Steven. So I don't know if I hit the right answers, but I can't miss it because I got all three. I got the extension, I got the statement, and I got the widget. So hopefully that answers your question about commissions. And I do apologize that you might have gotten upset and left the group the call because we didn't get to your question. And it's just because not because we're ignoring you, it's just there's so many comments and I didn't even see your comment. And you're also your comment showed up as Facebook user, so I didn't even see your name. So sorry for that.
And so Shaba has a question. This is a good one. Do you guys create content for the products that show up on Amazon Creator Hub on the banner? I have noticed an increase in products. I am trying to create content, but what's the benefit? Well, I'm here to tell you that I've had mixed results with that. In fact, they don't even show it to me anymore. It's been over a month now since I've even seen any product suggestions on the top of that banner. But let's say during a 5 or 6 month period, I may have made 10 videos. I'm just using it for round numbers that they suggested that I make. And out of those 10 videos, maybe only 5 of them are even getting placement. All right. So there's 5 videos that there's no placement at all. They asked me to make the video. I made the video and it's not even showing up on the product page. So there's 0 views. So I don't see a huge benefit. However, the ones where it is showing up on the product page, and if it's a good seller, I am I am seeing nice influx of income. However, I had the product. Sometimes they show you products you don't even have, and it's like, okay, so now y'all want me to buy products too. So I had the product, so I was going to do that video anyway. So I would say, unless there's some super compelling product that they show you that you're like, oh, that's a great idea, I would say don't even waste your time, because more likely, if it's a product you own, you were going to do a video on it anyway.
Yep, and I would say if it's not a Logie product, it's probably not really worth it either because Logie commissions is really high. So unless there's a bestseller or a very high volume product, and I still make some money on non-Logie products too. Don't get me wrong, because there's a strategy behind that. But if you are a Logie member, and all of us are, leveraging the Logie products and combining the strategy with high volume products, with products that have open video carousel, that's where the money is. And that's why I'm looking at my yearly statement balance from Logie, and it's $21,434 of extra money on top of what Amazon pays me. So it's really rewarding, but you have to know which product to make content on, and we can be selective. And maybe it's good that we're selective because that means the brands that are working with Logie that aren't getting a lot of videos, we can tell them the feedback is you don't have an open top carousel. That's why you don't have content creators making content for you. Because I'll tell you, when I see a product that doesn't have a top video carousel, that kind of puts it really low for me in terms of priority list to make a video or to even get the product and make a video.
And Eric says, David, the next comment is from Eric, and he's agreeing. He doesn't do those video suggestions in the Creator Hub either. Half of them are 2-year old tech products, and that's a long time in the tech world. And honestly, though, even though Eric is agreeing with me, I still say if you want to do those videos, go ahead and do them.
Hmm.
Because your results may vary. Okay, so we always have to keep that in mind. We look at David, we say, David, we want to do exactly what you're doing. Tell us step by step, what time do you brush your teeth in the morning? You know, But he probably don't brush his teeth same time I do.
Right.
So you have to do what works for you if it's not outside of your workflow. Because guess what? We talk about the product placement and being on the listings and all that. There's all these other places you can post videos. You can post a video on TikTok. You can post a video on your Instagram. You can post a video on YouTube. Doesn't just have to be Amazon.
Speaking of TikTok, I want to get a poll because this is very, very important for Logie. I am going all in on TikTok. I'm actually sacrificing a lot of Amazon Shopper video time to do TikTok. I'm selling on TikTok as a store, and I'm creating content like crazy as an influencer, or quote unquote they call creators on TikTok. And I see people make massive amount of money. The difference with TikTok is that you can go viral on a video and you can sell a ton, and you don't need to have a social following to really go viral. It has a virality explosion element baked into everyone's account equally, or more or less equally. I've seen creators that have a few followers that go viral because they know, or they created a content in a way that goes viral. So my important question for you, and Ahud actually asked me this because this is super important. We think, Ahud, myself, and a lot of people, TikTok is going to blow up in 2024 in a good way, and it's going to create massive amount of opportunities for everyone. How important is it for you that Logie is going to be a platform that works with TikTok too? So let me know in the comments. Is that something you're going to take advantage of? If we release this feature, would you go on to TikTok and create content for Logie brands just like you're doing right now for Amazon? Because this is something that we are going to potentially, well, we as in Ahood is going to. I'm just gonna give him the feedback. So yes, we have one yes. Um, so uh, yes, 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 more yes, perfect, definitely. Okay, yes, and yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, I would love that. Have a TikTok shop. Yes, yes, yeah. And if you have a TikTok shop yourself, you can work with Logie as a brand too, which is one of the things I want this for, because I have a TikTok shop selling my own product, and I want to get on to Logie so that I can get influencers to create TikTok content for me too. And Barbara says no. So yeah, and there's no shame in saying no too, because sometimes people are just overwhelmed with so much to do. I didn't even touch TikTok until just a few months ago, but I know there are people that made money on TikTok a while ago. However, I will say that money making opportunity just opened up on TikTok, and that is the TikTok shop. Because prior to just 2 months ago, it was more of a beta stage, and it wasn't even accessible to a lot of people. And a lot of people were still creating Amazon content, putting on TikTok, and sending people from TikTok to Amazon. And that there's a lot of stuff that's lost in that flow, because on TikTok people are there for content, they're there for entertainment, and they don't want to go to Amazon and check out because they lose their feel, their vibe of their TikTok consumption vibe or consumption phase. So what TikTok did is just amazing. If you don't already know, TikTok basically has shop integrated now, and people can check out while they're watching that TikTok and not have to leave the app. It's amazing. And that plus combined with some amazing commission, we're talking about 15, 20, 30, 40, even some brands are giving 50% commissions on TikTok. So it's pretty hot out there, and money making opportunity just opened up. So if you're not on TikTok, you should get on TikTok. And if you're on TikTok and you really like TikTok, and we're getting feedback right now, should Logie get involved with TikTok? And I think the answer is yes. And I think there's a lot of people are saying yes right here. So we have some comment. Says Patty says, "Oh, I want to be a TikTok Logie brand queen." There you go. This is your opportunity. This is your chance. And Patty, if you haven't already, get on TikTok now and start creating content. And even though there's not a lot of Logie brands on there, you get used to the comfortable way of requesting samples from TikTok brands, create that content, get your accounts in that flow of generating content, get into the algorithm, know how the views work, because it's a very different system on TikTok. The way you create content on Amazon is night and day different than the content you create on TikTok. TikTok is about something that's very to the point, very snappy. The attention span is literally 3 seconds. If you don't get their attention in 3 seconds, it's gone. Plus, on that platform, there are people are there to enjoy and consume content that's gonna make them happy. Whereas on Amazon, they're there to learn more about the product so that they can buy. So very different, right? So get used to it. If you plan on leveraging Logi for TikTok, get good at TikTok just as TikTok itself now, so you'll be ready to take advantage of Logi when it happens. We have a comment right here from David. It says, I am seeing so many people saying their accounts are getting close. Yes, that is also why you should get on it quick so that you can be in this wild, wild west situation. And with TikTok, you can create multiple accounts. If they get closed or banned, you can move on. I've had two accounts closure and ban, and then I actually recovered them. But I also have four accounts created now, so I'm constantly trying things. And if you remember the beginning of Amazon influencer program, there was Amazon Live, and if you rode that wave, you could have been one of the many that racked in like 100,000 just for doing live streams every day for that first year and a half that it was possible, and it just stopped at the beginning of this year. And a lot of stuff was really open up. For example, they didn't regulate music, they didn't regulate playing games, so people were just playing games on Amazon Live and making a ton of money, and even going to the point where they force their kids to play games, and you can see their kids saying, "Oh, I don't want to," and their parents like, "This is your chore. Like, do 1 more hour, and then you can do whatever you want." Like literally, like kids gotta play game. But anyway, my point is, yeah, it's the Wild Wild West on TikTok right now. So yeah, get on it. There are accounts being banned, and most of the bans is happening because they are sending traffic to Amazon. It's obvious to me, and it should be obvious to other people. Maybe it's not because they don't see it yet, and I'm telling you, they should see it because TikTok is a competitor of Amazon. I If I own TikTok, I would also get upset if people on my platform is sending my audience to Amazon, right? So think about it in TikTok's perspective. Yeah, they're gonna ban your account, and they'll say it's in a nice way where it's legally conforming. They'll say that they don't want their TikTok creators to send their viewers outside of Amazon, outside TikTok, because they don't know if those links are trusted. But honestly, they just don't want to lose traffic, and they want to sell because TikTok has a shop now. So leverage that and don't get banned. So avoid using Amazon. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
yeah. I want to echo what you're saying, David, and David Peters is having a bad experience with TikTok, and I would say, David, is my recommendation. I haven't done this myself. Okay, David has multiple accounts. I don't. Get another account. Another account, and don't talk about Amazon at all
yep.
on those new accounts, and build it up, and hopefully it'll work for you because we know you're good with selling and all that good stuff. And it's probably putting a bitter taste in your mouth with what your specific scenario with TikTok. And I would say just try to wipe the slate clean. Go ahead and get another account or two, and on those accounts, just don't talk about Amazon, because we were talking about Amazon all those times. And now that TikTok has their own shop, they're probably even like squashing some of our content because they're like, oh, that's an Amazon creator. Oh, that's an Amazon creator. Even though we may not even mentioned Amazon since they released the shops. So let's just wipe the slate clean, and hopefully that'll work for you. And if you do that, please let us know and give us an update on it, because I feel bad that that's happening to you, because we know you're good with what you do. And Karen, are you doing TikTok lives with products? Now you got to have 5K followers to get live streaming on TikTok, Karen.
Unless you're a business account.
Unless you're a business. But if you're a business account, isn't a whole TikTok shop thing run differently? I
It's
don't know
yeah,
all the rules.
Yeah. So yes. So you're right. On the TikTok business, it's a little bit more geared towards enticing the TikTok brand, the owners, to pay for ads, so they don't push your content out as organically. That's a theory. And also, you can't use copyrighted music on your business account as you can with a creator account, and it's easier to go viral, obviously, if you're tagging and attaching popular music to your video. And another thing about live is it's very easy to get banned because they are watching live with some of their AIs, and TikTok's AI is a little bit more on the brutal side. So they will err on the side of banning versus the benefit of you. So basically, if you're live streaming and you talk about a product too long, and or rather you have a highlight for too long and you stop talking about the product and it's still highlighted, you can get banned because that's what happened to me. I was talking about product, I put it down, and I continued the conversation with the audience, and before I know it, I got a bunch of warnings on my screen, and my live stream ended, and I got banned, and they said I can no longer ever promote content on TikTok again. I had to appeal and all that. So yeah, so be careful with TikTok, especially the lives. But even with the videos, people are getting banned left and right too. And also that's why you want to have multiple accounts and start growing multiple accounts. Even if you're thinking about following the rules to a T, just in case, like later down the line, one of your account gets banned, you don't want to grow from scratch. Instead, you can grow multiple accounts and kind of have that so that if you lose one, you still have multiple ones. Like you can't do that with Amazon, but with TikTok, it's literally okay.
Yeah,
Um,
I was
yeah.
gonna say, we have this tunnel vision when we're talking about Amazon, which is different than any other affiliate program that we're in, because Amazon has all these rules and you gotta be on the straight and narrow and all. But then TikTok is kind of like Wild Wild West. You can have 10 accounts and they don't care. And but I see David's point, and how is he going to have a product review channel if not in the shop program? And my response to David was, hopefully we can figure it out, David. I just don't want you to give up yet. And I don't have all the answers. I know David has more than me, but we're going to figure this out, David Peters. Hang in there, okay?
Yeah. So I would say don't don't think about it as getting paid, to be honest. Like if you are looking to get paid right away, there's a workaround where you can make a TikTok, and you can do this too. Like you said, you can make a couple more TikToks. You can make one that is a account that you're gonna grow to be a creator account, and that one don't expect to get paid. Expect to grow it. And while you're growing, do exactly what Faustino says. Get good, right? Because let me ask you right now, if you are going to get paid on your video right now and you're gonna get 15% commission, can you make a video that gets thousands of views, hundreds of thousands of views? If you said yes, then you make that video and go viral and get a lot of subscribers and get a lot of followers. But the fact is, the reality is, unfortunately, a lot of us are still struggling to do what Faustino says, get good, right? So we need to learn the system. We need to go to a lot of these YouTube videos and learn how to create good TikTok videos. Get the hook right. Figure out what topic is trending, how to use a hashtag, how to edit your video in a way that will captivate the audience, how to get them to retenuate their viewing so that you have more than 100% view duration on your video. So they keep looping, or do all those strategies, all those tricks to get people to watch your content. And once you get good at doing that, probably by then you probably have your 5,000 subscribers, followers, so that you can get into TikTok Shop Creator. Now, at the same time, you can also create another TikTok account and make it a business account and sign up as a shop. And that you can start monetizing right away and create content and tag products right away and make and earn commission. But again, if you can't get those videos past 200, um, it could be the fault of some shadow banning, but it also could be the fact that your content is unfortunately not good enough to go viral. And I'll say that because I can't create content that goes viral either. I have maybe 5 videos that have over a couple 100,000 views, but that's after I created like hundreds of videos, right? And I'm still creating videos even every day, and they're getting like 400, 500 views. They're not working still. So we all need to learn the system. And all of us being Amazon influencer, we're at a huge disadvantage because the video landscape on Amazon is totally different, night and day from TikTok. So we have to forget everything, all of our style, all of our detail review, all of our like slow paced things. TikTok is the total opposite. So get used to that first, and then you should be able to grow pretty quickly. I've seen people grow overnight, thousands of subscribers once they understand the algorithm. Kids are doing it. Kids are doing it. Little kids. You're muted, Irene. Wait, is my audio not working? I can't hear you, Irene.
Sorry, I was on
Oh,
mute.
okay.
I had to cough and I muted myself earlier. And I just want to remind everyone that we're coming to a close because I see a lot of questions coming in,
Oh, shoot.
and it's like 3:20.
Well, boy.
It's 20 minutes after the hour. And so, yeah, Shaba,
Different email. Don't link them.
yeah, don't link them. And then you said, do you post the next question from Shaba? Same content.
No, 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 no. Not anymore. The AI and TikTok is really good. They'll flag you. In fact, my seller account got banned already, and I had to get unbanned because I was tagging content from another creator that gave me their content, gave me full permission, but I reposted it and I got banned for it instantly. So yeah, TikTok is really strict on that. In fact, a lot of people are getting banned for posting their own shoppable videos on TikTok because someone has stole their Shoppa videos and posted it on their own TikTok so that the actual owner of that content created a TikTok account, put that video there, it already got flagged as, hey, you're copying someone else. But in reality, someone else stole your video, posted it first. But just keep in mind, you don't want to post the same content. In fact, it's better to repost content. And TikTok is all about creating content fast. So you should be on the bandwagon of being able to hammer out video like almost instantly. Like pick up a product and literally kids are doing this like on the go. They hit record and they're creating their content and they hit post. Like literally that is the workflow on TikTok. I mean there are exceptions where somebody does some curating, some editing, but the majority of the videos that go viral is the natural, organic, this is me, this is real life. Oh yeah, this is a mess and look who's behind me and look at that frown, whatever. I'm live right here. This is me, I'm real. And that works on TikTok. So keep that in mind. Create content quickly and don't worry about reposting. You shouldn't repost. TikTok is pushing the shop hard, pushing the shop hard over organic. Yes, yes and no. So that keeps changing. Like 2 months ago, I saw that when you had a link, a product link in your TikTok, you got instantly like 20,000 views. And I know this because I am searching for influencers and I can go through the database of all the influencers before I reach out to them to promote my product. And I can see some of them have hundreds and thousands of views or like 20, like hundreds of views and hundreds of thousands of views. And I look at their profile and I saw that happened about 2 months ago. And their recent content is getting like 300 views. I'm like, nope, 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 nope. I'm not picking them. And that's because TikTok is messing around with the algorithm. So Danielle, maybe they're pushing it hard again now for the holidays. I don't know. TikTok has full control over this. But if they are pushing hard, more reason to get on it right away. All right, are we almost close to answering all these questions? Yes, then I would,
Yay.
yeah, make affiliate. I will try to take off my affiliate. Yes, don't try. There is no do. There is no try. There's do or do not. Like get your affiliate links off of my of your mouth. Wait, no, I'm trying to do that. That's Will Smith thing, but never mind.
You
Yeah,
pulled the
get
Ehud.
the yeah, get the affiliate link off of your mouth. Never mind, that doesn't work. Just get them off. Get them off. They shouldn't be there. Yeah, my shop doesn't work either. I can't even get into a page for my phone. It should work. Yeah, you just gotta figure it out. TikTok's all about the phone. And if your account is messed up, there is also a lot of people getting weird stuff in their account too because TikTok is growing like massively and there's a lot of back end issues. There are people that have TikTok shop creators that can't request samples. There are they're all messed up. There's a lot of mess up. So creating a new account, especially if you don't have anything already, is easier than trying to get support. So yeah, do that. Yikes, yeah, copyright. Be careful. Don't get in trouble with your account and make a lot of accounts because it's bound to happen. David, I'm feeling TikTok training from you in the future. We're always doing TikTok training already. Janky is okay in TikTok most of the time. Yeah, it's all about the cringy stuff that actually people like. Instagram wants pretty videos. Yes, TikTok is not about that. TikTok is all about being real. YouTube's are usually kids watching. No, I would say TikTok is yeah, out of your mouth. Exactly. Get those Amazon links out of your mouth. There we go. We finished all the comments. So now we
Yay.
can wrap up, right,
Yep,
Eileen?
yep. Yeah, and so I just wanted to say, you guys, we have to think about what we talked about with the creator connections and making sure we're taking advantage of that, and then how we ended up with talking about TikTok, and I would say just if you've been talking about Amazon a lot on TikTok, I would say just stop doing that. And if you're seeing that you're just not getting anything, think about opening another account. And hopefully, Logie will be bringing some TikTok stuff in. But,
Mm-hmm.
have patience. And also remember, for those of you who are having any problems with your commissions from Logie, remember that Logie is in beta, but it's all going to get sorted out. I believe that is all going to get sorted out.
Yeah, if you trust in Ahud and in Ahud we trust, you're gonna get paid. So
Yep.
just be
Yep.
patient, even though it's glitchy at times.
Yep.
All right, guys.
All
Well,
right.
thank you, Eileen, for helping me.
You're
I think
welcome.
I love having you as a co-host because it just makes the conversations go so well. And thank you everyone in the chat for asking questions. And Steve, I hope that you got a chance to watch the replay. Sorry we missed your comments,
And
and
and, and
hopefully,
I do want to give a little plug if I
yep,
can.
yeah, please.
Tomorrow, my daughter is hosting the Women in Real Estate Summit here in Philadelphia. And so I'm psyched about that. In fact, I got to get on the phone with her. She was the one who called me at the beginning of this and see what she needs her mom to do, because I'm sure she got a list for me. So if you're in Philly, look for Women in Real Estate Summit or Wire Summit 2023.
Yeah, so it's funny because like Ahud usually doesn't let us plug, but since Ahud's not here, since you guys want to know about TikTok, feel free to check out an example of a TikTok giveaway strategy. It's at this link right here. And it's kind of interesting because I'm launching TikTok as a seller, and I'm going through all the growing pain of growing the social media as a seller and getting just interactions and all that. So if you want to help out, go ahead and sign up for that and become entered into a potential free giveaway too. So there we go. In Ahud we trust. Sorry, Ahud, we're pitching little side things here, but we
Yeah.
miss you, Ahud. Come back, get us back on the railroad because
Yes.
our, our stream today was kind of all over the place because we just wanted creators to come together and realize that Logie can create amazing commission, but there's also other opportunities. That's why we went all over the place. And yeah, we
Uh,
need you back, Ahud.
David, that link where you post, you probably posted it in your group. You didn't post it on the Logie side.
I posted it
It's
as a Logie chat. Oh,
it's
it doesn't show
pixel
up.
pixelstabbers.com/win.
Yeah, thank you. Yep, that's
All
a
right.
giveaway. Thank you.
All
And then
right,
do you have a link for
everybody.
your group or your group is only local?
Oh, no,
Your
it's
page.
it's Wire, Wire Summit.
All right, let's put that there. WRESUMMIT.com.
Mhm. 2023, I'm sorry,
Oh
.com.
shoot. Wire Summit SUMMIT 2023.com. Make sure
Yep.
it's right here and then I'll post it like so.
Yep. There you go. That's it. All
Yep.
right. So
All right.
send us good vibes. Send us good vibes for the summit tomorrow. Okay. Thanks, everyone, and have a wonderful week. And happy shopping and happy selling, I should say. Happy
And happy creating. Happy
selling.
creating. Pixel what? Pixel stabbers. Stab, stab, stab. Yeah, pixel stabbers. You
Bye.
know it.